Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. So glad to see you tonight. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. It's starting to warm up a little bit here in Michigan. I forgot to set my do not disturb. Hold on, let me do that. Otherwise, something will happen and I'll get a phone call or something like that. Okay, now I'm good to go. Okay. So glad to see you all here tonight. Like I said, starting to warm up here in Michigan, so that makes me happy. Yay. In about 3 weeks, I think, I get to go to North Carolina for a big Stampin' Up! Event. I'm really excited about that. I'll get the new catalog. I'll get to see some new product. I'll bring some new product home. I get to place a pre-order early. I'm really looking forward to it. So it's always an exciting time when the new annual catalog comes out. So, before we get started, please, if you like my video tonight, please share my video. Then share down in the comments, and your name will be entered in a drawing to win the project I'm working on tonight. Last week I made this cute little card. It says, "Somebody loves me." Just thought it was adorable. And I realized the light's not really good there. I don't know if I'm more concentrating on getting my light good for the demonstration. Anyway, because she commented, shared, and her name was drawn. This card's going to go out to Cheryl Blahnik. I think that's how you say your last name, Cheryl Blahnik. I will get this card out to you here very, very soon, within the next day or so. Let me set this off to the side. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And then once you do that, click that little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is most every Monday evening. So we are in the home stretch of celebration next Friday. So about 12 days left. So if there's anything you want, don't wait. You need to be placing your orders now. And also, if you're on my email list, you may have received an email from me about the need to make sure that you have an online account with Stamping Up. Things are changing on April 15th. And if you've never placed an order with me online, and you want to continue to get the catalogs from me and place orders with me and things like that, you need to do an online Stampin' Up, make an online account. There's going to be some changes coming, and this is going to be real important. One of the big changes is the change to the rewards program. Currently anybody with an order or a party with over $150 in product, they earn 10% in Stampin' Rewards. Well, Stampin' Up is changing that, and they're going to reward everyone for orders as low as $20. You'll earn a 10% credit that can be used on a future purchase. So you could save up, all of your rewards, and then save them up till you have enough to get a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or maybe you want one of the glass mats for your tabletop or something like that. So it's really going to be nice. So there's a lot of changes going on, so please, if you have any questions, get with me and let me know. I'll be happy to. I don't know how, I may not have all the answers, but I can get them figured out. So I'm going to switch to my hands, and we're going to get started here. Tonight, I am going to show you how to make this cute little box. The top doesn't stay as flat as I'd like, but I have an idea for that when we do ours. But it's not that hard, and I thought I'd show you tonight. Okay, I'm going to put it right over here. And actually, this is probably going to be in the way. I'm going to just stand it up, and we will. Oh, do you know what? I realized I didn't get out my big piece of. I need to go get a piece of cardstock. Hang on. Be right back. was prepping for the video and I had everything else ready. I'm like, oh, I need my main piece of designer series paper, or my main piece of cardstock I'm going to be using, but my time ran out. I had to go do something else. I had another commitment, and so I came back and forgot I needed to do that. Okay, but that's not a big deal. We're going to start with a piece. I'm using Boho Blue. This is going to be 10.5 by 8. So 10.5. You know what, I'm going to try to scoot this over. This trimmer is just really kind of long for the, but okay, so there's 10.5. And then 8. So here I'm essentially taking a 1/2 inch off each side. Okay, not a big deal. So now we are, like I said, this is 10.5 by 8. And on the long side, we are going to, try putting that over there for now. We're going to put our score marks here. Let's see. We're going to score at, my blade is out of the way. I have my cutting blade. This is my scoring blade. So I have 2.5. I'm going to make sure I get this right. 5, 7.5, and 10. Okay, then we are going to, on this side, score at 2. And at 6 3/4. 6 3/4 is right there. I'm just making sure I get this right, okay? Then on this, so we've got we've got a score line here that's larger than this one. So on the smaller side now we're going to put little score marks at 1 1/4. Let me put this down. And I just need to go a little bit in, not too much. So that's 1 1/4, 3 3/4. I'll have all the measurements for you when I'm done. 3 3/4, 6 1/4. This is interesting because it's right on at the hinge there. I want to make sure 6 1/4. Hold on. There's 6. There's 6.5. So I think that is 6 1/4, right? There. Nope, that's not in the right place. Because what we're doing is we're putting a tick mark right evenly between these two lines. And so these two lines are 2.5. You know what? This is not right. I know why it's not right. Okay. I know why it's not right. Okay, I'm going to switch it around this way. We're still going to put it up there, but I got to measure from here, not from this salvage end. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. And you know what? The ones I put in there are not really going to bother us, I don't think. So we're going to do this again. 1 1/4. Yes, that's better now. They're right in the center. 3 3/4 is right here. Let me just double check. Yep. And then we go 6 1/4. Now we're cooking with gas. Put a little bit bigger score. And the last one is 8 3/4. 8 3/4. Okay. There we go. So the score lines that you'll see what we're doing with those. Let me get this out of the way. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to take your stylus, you pick tool, whatever, and the little mark, I got to make sure I'm going the right direction here. Okay, I want to make sure we're going the right direction. Okay, so from the tick mark right up here to this intersection right here, we're going to score. And I'm making sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, hold on. That is coming a little loose. Okay. Again, the center tick mark, which is the right one, and right there. Now when I send this out to whoever wins for next week, it'll be flat and you'll have to put it together, okay? You'll have to do the gluing, the adhesive. Okay, there we go. Okay. That's good. Now, what we are going to do is, we have some trimming to do. Where'd my scissors go? My snips. Here they are. Okay, so we are going to cut. Well, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to burnish everything. I want to make sure I know which way it needs to go. Well, I'm going to start with this way, and we'll see. I'll be honest, my first one came out surprisingly good. I guess this is one of these things you have to do them a couple times, and then once you get the hang of it, then they become super simple. If I'm burnishing, if I'm folding this the wrong way, we'll flip it around and fold it the other way. But you will get, I would definitely suggest using some scrap cardstock and make a couple first. There's this. I haven't done a box in a long time, and I think I picked, probably more than I should have to get started with. But okay, so we're going to start. We're going to cut this section off right here, this little square, or this little rectangle right down here. Oops, I'm off the screen. Sorry, guys. Right down here, I'm going to cut that one out, and I am going to just angle this one just a little bit, and then I am going to cut right up here. Now I'm going to be honest, I like to cut out right on either side of the score line, and it's for a couple reasons. Because if it fits too tight, it's hard to get your box to stay together. Plus, I don't feel like those score lines look very neat when they're left hanging there. So I kind of do this. I cut very close to my score lines. And then just pull that piece out. And then I don't have to notch little pieces out of each. Okay, I'll show you one. And then see, I just kind of pull those out of there. There we go. So now the edges are nice and neat. I've got just a little bit of space in between them, and it just makes the box go together easier. Okay, now I want to fold these. I want to make sure I get these folded the right way. Hang on here. You can kind of see how this is going to go together. So this is going to go like this. we're gonna hope that I've got this all together. It's all gonna fit together. Okay, there we go. Let me just double check. It's always good to do a dry fit first. And there we go. But that one doesn't want to lay right. I wonder what I did wrong there. What did I do here? There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me make sure I get that one more time here. See, okay. So you get what we're going to be doing. Why is that one like that? Okay. Okay. Let me just... Okay, we're going to try that and see. Well, we're going to continue here. Where is my glue? My seal. For this one, I'm going to use seal. But if I was actually going to give this to somebody, I would probably use something like tear and tape. Something like that. Why is that? Guys. I think I might have some scoring wrong here. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to trim a little bit off of that. Just a little bit. Make it fit. And I think that'll fix that other problem too. I think. Okay, hold on here. Just a very, very small amount here. Yeah, okay, it's a little more than I wanted to take off, but we will give it a try and see. Okay. Okay, one more. I didn't quite get the top. Tear it quite even. Okay. Or cut it quite even. There we go. Now I think we're cooking. I don't know, something just went flying. I don't know what it was. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to find it. Maybe it was the lid to my seal. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're going to do it. So then we're going to start putting adhesive here on the bottom. This is the very bottom piece, so I know I can put a lot on that one. I'll glue that one on there. And then we'll put... I just wanted to make sure I get them in the right spots. Okay. This one in. This one in. That one in, and this one. There we go, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. We are doing it now. Okay. And you know what I didn't do though? I didn't put my stuff on the sides. Good grief. I should have done that first. Okay. So let's go back. So now I've got Night of Navy. There's 4 of these. These are 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then I have 4 pieces of the Designer Series paper at 2 1/8 by 4 3/8. Okay. Oh, I should have done that. Oh well, it'll work. You ever had one of those days? You know what, I'm retired. I'm not supposed to be in any big hurry to do anything. but computer went to sleep there. I need to wake it back up. Okay. I went ahead and chose this because it had this paper because it had the rabbits on it, and I thought it was really cute with Easter coming up. I mean, this is one of the few times I remember that Stampin' Up! Has carried over designer series paper from one annual catalog to another. But it's just a cute, such a cute pattern. Now, you know, we also have a large scoring board that's like 12 by 12, and it is, you could also, if you have that, you could also use that too to score your cardstock with. Yeah, I think when I messed up one of my measurements just a little bit, so that's why it wasn't fitting quite right. So, this is one of those do as I say, not as I do. Is that how it goes? Okay. Okay, there we go. Hopefully they're straight. Yeah, they're pretty straight. Okay, good. Now we can, let's keep our fingers crossed. Almost. Yay, I thought that was going to fix it, but it didn't. Darn it. Darn it. Or darn it. Darn it. One more time here. Okay, almost, but you guys see how it's supposed to fit, how it's supposed to go. So I showed you, you know, the main part here, putting it together. I'm going to show you the label now. Again, I used this on last week's card, but this is the Storybook Friends. I'm going to stamp this cute little bunny. I thought he had, at first I thought he had flowers in his hands. We're using that stamp set. Okay, that works. And then, I don't know, I used Night of Navy. I stamped that in black. I used Night of Navy for the Hello Friend. I don't know that it's really noticeable, but I went ahead and did it. There we go. Okay, that's good. Now I'll show you the markers. I'm going to color this with the blends. Here. Okay, the blends I'm using are Night of Navy. This one's the light. This is the light Cajun Craze. This is the light gray Granite. This is the light Boho blue and the dark Petal pink. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna use this in for his ear. You know what I realized? I don't have a green for the, at first I thought that were flowers, but then I realized that they are, it's like a turnip or something, so. Okay, now this is, like I said, light gray Granite. I am barely touching because I want it as light as I can so that I don't, you know, obliterate any of these the details in his face here. Last week, when I did last week's card, I did him in brown watercolor pencil, and it turned out really nice. So this time I outlined him in black this time and coloring him in with some gray. There we go. Let me find a green. Let's see, what green should we get? You know what? I'm going to just use the old tried and true old olive. I'm not going to think too hard about it. Just put a little bit of gray on there, or green on there. But what I was saying is, on the card I did last week, I stamped in copper clay and then colored in with the my Cajun Craze does that. It pops open sometimes. And I'm sorry, I am off camera. I just realized that. Good grief. I don't use Cajun Craze very often. Okay, so now his jacket is going to be in boho blue, light boho blue. And then we will do the patches and pockets in the light night of navy. I guess I could color them in and then go over them with the darker color, but here we go. There we are. So, and I cut this circle and I cut this banner. This is Night of Navy using the stylish shaped dies. The circle is the second to the largest. And my little banner is the large banner here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this together the way I had intended, and then I'm going to show you the thought I had for keeping it closed. Because, you know, the top doesn't stay down flat, and especially the more you manipulate the paper, you know, the weaker it gets. Where are my dimensionals? So I had another idea that we could do to close it up. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and do that first, and then we'll put that on there. I'll leave that there. I pulled out, this is a retired boho blue ribbon. This was from the last annual catalog. But my thought, what if we put a ribbon all the way around this? We could do this. Let's see how this works. See how this works, tying this ribbon on. And like I said, I will do another one. Everything will be scored really nicely. Everything will be put together, but you will have to use your adhesive to assemble it because I'm not mailing a box. That just gets expensive, but I'll mail it flat. Okay, so let's see here. Maybe I should have used a darker ribbon, but whatever. Good grief. Okay, we're gonna get this. Hold on, guys. Some days I'm better off not doing, you know? Okay, let me cut my ribbon here. And come on, I'm trying to get that over that edge right there. And this edge right over there. There we go. See, I think that works well. There you go. You could use, you know, you could use some of the white ribbon that we have available. There are just a lot of colors. You could fill this up with all sorts of candy, Jolly Ranchers, anything for Easter. Okay, now let me put my thing on here. Now, you know, I could put it here, but then it would be hard with the ribbon. So I think I'm going to put it on the other side. No, you know what? I like it there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off. I'm going to put them over here. on the sides. I'm sorry, I'm off screen. And one more here. Yeah, sometimes I can get these dimensionals to move. Okay, now we're cooking with fire. There we go. Look at this. So because I put the dimensionals on either side, it won't stick to the ribbon. It will just stick to the box. And look at that. I like that a lot. That is a great solution for that. Put that little bow on the top. And there we go. So, sorry it was so kind of disjointed. Hopefully when you do it, you don't have as much trouble as I did. But it really is a cute little box. Holds quite a bit. I think you could put just so many things in there. So I hope you liked it, and please share my video, comment, shared down in the comments, and I might be sending you one of these next week. Everybody take care, have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye now.